Call the meeting of the Lyon City Council, July 5th, 2022 order. Flag salute, please. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Councilor Eager. Councilor Wall.
Here.
Councilor Astorga.
Here.
Councilor Donahue. Here. Councilor Ott.
Here.
Councilor Hope.
Here. Okay, before we move on to the formal agenda, I would like us all to observe a moment of silence for our departed colleague and mayor and dear friend, Mayor Don Fleck. Thank you. Don, I love you. I'm positive that our entire council will move forward positively in serving our community as you would want us to do. Thank you all. So we'll move to the agenda. Colby, no presentations.
No, I've had nobody contact me to make a presentation.
And no appearance of interested citizens.
No.
And we do have correspondence from Engelberg, Switzerland, inviting us to some celebrations. So if anyone goes, please let me know how it went. So moving on, the next item is reviewing accounts payable. Councilors, if they have any questions, I'll start with Shelley.
I did. There was something, a city manager PC. Does that get replaced every time we have a new city manager? Or is it just something that comes up?
I don't know what happened before I jumped in, but I can tell you that from September 1st on, when I would use the office upstairs.
Yeah.
I was using a Surface and it just wasn't working, and the screens that I needed weren't working very well.
Yeah.
So that's why we went ahead.
And technology gets, I feel like it
And
flips
it's-
so
and it's-
much. I didn't know if that was a usual thing or if they just get replaced every few years.
There is a schedule for replacement.
There is.
There is, and this might not have been on the schedule, but this enables me to do both jobs.
Okay, cool. That was my next question. Yeah.
Tony, any questions?
Just one for Alan. Biolinkus, your microbes for the treatment plant, what's going on there?
It's just to mitigate the sludge. We won't know exactly how much it's helping until John Monell comes out as a sludge judge
I'm
on it.
gonna do sludge. Okay, just was wondering. I thought you guys got a toxic load and didn't report it. That's what I was wondering.
Is that all, Tony?
Yeah.
Matt, anything?
Nothing. Good.
You're good? Okay.
I'm good.
Very good. Okay. And I'm good, so thank you very much. And then we have a few department reports in the packet. Before I begin, any questions on that department?
I didn't, but I think I brought it up before. I love the way that everyone lays it out because it's really easy. I feel like it's very self-explanatory. We have the pie charts and the first words. Okay.
I agree. Connie, anything? No? Right?
So page 20, they says collection accounts. We're halfway through. Is that number not gonna get to the $7,000?
So we rarely ever get the full amount that we turn over. People just ignore collection calls.
By the wayside.
Well, I mean, we have not yet ever written off any court fine in the history that I've been here. So technically, they can go get their license after 20 years, and there's no way for us to collect. So at some point, we'll have to look at forgiving some of these really old.
Just to clean things up.
Mhm.
Okay, that's all I have.
Don't they, I'm sorry, but don't they, like, are you required to get rid of them after 8 years?
No, we can hold them forever, but
Oh,
if there's no reason for them to come see us, then they won't.
Okay, we'll move on to the consent agenda. And one item on the consent agenda, approve the council meeting minutes of June 6, 2022. Any questions or corrections?
I will move to approve the consent agenda.
It's been moved by Councilor Eater to
I will second.
seconded by Councilor Scorga. Roll call.
Counselor Hopper.
Aye.
Counselor Eager.
Aye.
Counselor Wall.
Aye.
Counselor Astorga.
Aye.
Counselor Donahue.
Aye.
Counselor Rob.
Hi.
Okay, moving on to new business. The first item is item 10A is the legal Oregon City's 2023 legislative ballot.
So council, this is, yes, sir, this is included in your packet. There's a number of pages here. All the information from the League of Oregon Cities in regards to what they intend to spend their time or where they would like to spend their time. As it relates to legislative issues in the Capitol building. What didn't get included in the packet is after you read through this, if you would please go to this sheet here, which is sitting on the table. This is the official ballot, if you will, that I'm required or I will fill out and send to the League of Oregon Cities on the behalf of the city of Mount Angel. So what I'm asking for you to do is to take a look through this packet. Then if you can mark this ballot. And then mark your top 5 priorities for the League of Oregon Cities. Then I will be happy to, since there's one ballot to be returned, I'll collate that information and we'll put the highest 5 of the average and any other comments that you'd like me to include. And I will submit that to the League of Oregon Cities.
When do you want this back by?
I would like to have it by August 1st.
Okay.
They were saying on one email that I need to have that into them by August 3rd, but it's really August 5th. And since I'm planning on going out of state just before the 5th, on the 4th, I'd like to get that in as quickly as possible. So the 1st would be great.
Okay, I think there's a lot of information there, so if we get a little time to compile it and get it into Mark by August 1st, we can do that for us.
I'll send you all a reminder the last week of July. Yeah, I'll send it back. Promise.
Okay, good. We gotta get a reminder. Okay. The next item is the Public Works Design Standards, which come up for review every now and then, and we have that on the agenda with a resolution, so I will turn that over to staff.
And I will defer to Ellen Delver to carry the ball on this one. Sorry, Ellen.
So this is just resolution to clear up any language. Nothing's changing in the design standards. It's just clearing up wording so people can interpret it better.
It's like 400 pages long or something.
Yeah.
That's why we didn't print the design standards, and you were provided with a link electronically.
I pulled it up and I was like, oh. Yes, wow.
Just for council's information, after the vote tonight, if it is in fact voted in, we will actually have to print a copy to include with the record. So we won't be culling a few trees as a result of this vote.
Anyone have any questions of staff about the standards? We're gonna have a pop quiz in the morning on it. Sure. Okay,
I move to approve resolution 1555, amending financial municipal code regarding public works design standards.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the Public Works Design Standards. Roll call, Colby?
Counselor Rob,
Aye.
Counselor Hofer,
Aye.
Counselor Peter,
Aye.
Counselor Wall,
Aye.
Counselor Escorba,
Aye.
Counselor Donahue.
Aye.
Thank you. Okay, our next item is some amended bylaws to the Library Advisory Board. And I'll turn that over to staff.
Thank you, council, and we will move to our library director, Jackie
All
Mills.
right. So the Library Advisory Board wanted to include a youth member. And to do that, we had to change the bylaws. And I think, do they have the updated one, Colby?
Yes.
Okay, so the first one you got was from the Library Advisory Board, but then somebody pointed out that they were a little unclear. And so the second version is a little more specific. But it would include a youth representative so that we could have some input from the youth in our community. And that person would would have to be approved just like any other board member or committee member. So that's why normally our bylaws wouldn't come before you, but because it would need to be an application process and you would need to approve that person, I'm bringing them to you. And there are a few other little things that I just cleaned up the language a little bit.
John, can you please, an item of Article 6, item D, is that new or is that reworded? Or
The only thing the words in under C, it said, I'm not sure exactly what it said, but we just put library director in there to be more clear. And then the library fund, it's actually the library endowment fund. So under C, those two words are added. Under D, the only thing I changed was it said dispose of real or person property, and I added the AL, so it's personal property.
And they do realize that they need to comply with Oregon budget law and our purchasing policies, right?
Oh, of course,
Okay.
that's,
Some library boards haven't got that memo yet, so.
well, and there, I mean, you guys are the ones that approve any of that anyway, so, you know.
Okay. Do we have any other questions or comments?
When I first read that, I thought it said age 7 to 12, and I was like, a 7-year-old? Oh, great. Middle school, high school would be a good thing.
7-year-olds would have interesting ideas.
It would be very interesting.
And they know a lot more about technology than the adults.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
They could help us
there
with
is
that.
that. There's definitely that.
Well, I think it's a great idea to include a youth on the board, so personally. They do have a lot to share, many of them, so. Do we have a motion? Oh, it's no, it's not a resolution. It's, I just need a motion on that.
I move to approve the amended bylaws of the library advisory board.
I'll second.
Okay, to move and seconded to approve the amended bylaws. Library Advisory Board, Colby?
Counselor Estorval,
Aye.
Counselor Donahue,
Aye.
Counselor Ott,
Aye.
Counselor Hooper,
Aye.
Counselor Eater,
Aye.
Counselor Wall.
Aye. Okay. Item D is a wage scale for non-union employees, resolution number 1554.
I'm going to refer you down to our finance director, Kara Longford.
So normally around July, or June, typically we put forward a wage resolution. Currently, both union contract negotiations are underway. We have no idea, nothing yet to bring to you to approve. So we're moving forward with what we've already offered the unions for our non-represented employees, as we normally do the same with them. So we can always update later. If we do something more for the unions, we can come back and increase it for the non-representative. So, but this is in the interim.
Okay. Okay, council, any questions or comments or concerns?
Can we get page 65 brought back to us where these positions, what steps are at?
So if I have 3 employees in the same title, you would want to know where they're currently at?
I would.
Okay.
This is a problem.
No, I just wanted to be clear, like if I have multiple people in one position and they're all in the same position and only one was highlighted, I just.
I would like to see it.
Okay.
The ones in parentheses are not, we don't have a current person in that spot.
The ones that have vacant, correct, yeah. And this, oh, I didn't update that one, sorry. Apparently I have yet to update the public works director because we have.
I was like,
You know, there's my surprise.
We've filled out my council.
He's collecting a check, he's not there, what's going on?
Don't take it personally. Alan.
Yeah, no, and all of these, like I said at the bottom for the fiscal impact is the 3% wages were already included in this year's budget that was approved.
So this reflects the 3% or does not reflect?
The wages there are with the 3% already added in. So those would be the wages moving forward.
Any other questions? Entertain a motion on resolution 1554.
Not bad. Come on.
David wants to go 3 for 3.
I move to approve resolution 1554, which provides that all non-represented employees of the city of Mount Angel shall receive a 3% COLA for the fiscal year 2022-2023.
Second it.
Okay, John. Moved and seconded to resolution number 1554. Will we roll call, please?
Counselor Wall,
Aye.
Counselor Astorga,
Abstain.
Counselor Donohue. Aye. Counselor Ah,
Aye.
Counselor Ofer,
Aye.
Counselor Eager.
Aye.
Resolution 1554 is approved. We're moving right along, we're moving to the city manager's report.
As I told you, I plan on being very, very short and sweet. Very early in my career, I investigated a pretty significant incident in the city of Salem. And at that time, an officer, a very senior officer, came up to me and said, "This is going to be the crescendo of your career. This is going to be the highlight of your career. You're not going to do anything bigger. You're not going to have to be involved in anything beyond that." So it couldn't be any more wrong. When you add the city manager portion together with the police chief, I just want to tell you how difficult it was to call all of you and let you know what happened to Dawn. And it's been, I know it's been a difficult time for all of us. But as I told Nan at the conclusion of the memorial service, as far as I was concerned, I've known Dawn Fleck for a long time, because I started with the Salem Police Department in August of 1987. And Dawn was working at Station 1, and he and I crossed paths on a very frequent basis. And so that was one of the most difficult calls that I've ever been to in person, but also one of the most difficult calls that I've had to make. But I owe Dawn a debt of gratitude, and I'm just very proud to serve and to continue to move ahead, I think, just the way that Pete said, as Dawn wants. And that's my report.
Thank you. Council committee reports. I'll start with Shelley. To my left.
I don't know, speechless. After that one, I don't have anything. Yeah, tough call. But I think we'll do well as a group going forward.
Councilor Astorga.
I had a couple citizens come up to me and ask about the new parking enforcement. I know we made we voted on a resolution to update the enforcement code on that. It seems that cars are still just being moved one spot over and not really being dealt with. So I would like some follow-up on that. Gotten a couple complaints about folks making a complaint about a car being moved and it hasn't. So go ahead.
I don't know where, and I don't know who, and so if you could.
I will. We'll talk afterwards. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can follow up.
And another thing too is we just kind of give a debrief on the park cleanup. Everything went well. We had about a total of 17 to 18 volunteers come and help that day. A big thank you to Liz Ipox. She donated a bunch of what do they call those, ice lollipops, those for the kids. And then Mount Angel Fire Department came out and brought their brush mower or brush hydrant truck and sprayed the kids. Yeah, and that was really nice. And then Alan, they did a good job prepping the park. They gave us park dust piles to make it easier for the volunteers to spread stuff out. So we were done. We started at about 9 o'clock. We were done about 11. So I mean, it went really quick. And we'll probably do another one in the near future, probably either end of this month or early next month. So just a heads up with that. The pub house was another big help in this. They've donated, burgers, meats and stuff. So, just if you ever see them walking around town, give them a big thank you. Mike Kehoe as well. This was kind of mine and Dre's brainchild. So it was really fun to see folks come home. So just thank you.
Thank you, guys. It got good publicity and
Yeah.
People were very positive about it, so thanks for doing that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of words. Dawn, I mean, it was a very, very nice service. I handled the bells okay, but the tone was not easy to handle. But yeah, we're just gonna keep moving forward.
So as it was stated at the service, and I don't think the council did anything, but it was told that man loves flowers. So I don't, was anything sent from? It was, and were we kind of involved in that?
It was I didn't ask council what kind of flowers or anything like that.
Okay.
But we sent flowers on behalf of the entire city.
Thank you. Okay, next I got about 4 or 5 things. I'm assuming Pete is gonna be the acting mayor.
According to the charter,
Okay.
he would be the mayor in absentia of the mayor.
Okay, since there is no council president and Pete isn't here, who's gonna run the meeting? Is that something should be put on next month's
I
agenda?
think we should select the council president just in case. You never know.
If council chooses to make an appointment of mayor, they can do that at this time. And then it would be proper then to select a council president to serve until the end of the term for mayor.
I wanted to kind of avoid this tonight, but I guess we can't. So I am happy to serve from now. I mean, we have an election coming up. I don't intend to run for mayor, but probably for a smoother transition, I'd be happy to remain in office until November. And then we can choose whether to appoint whoever is elected at that point or wait until the term of office begins in January. But I think we can just move forward that way.
So how do we let it be known that we're shopping for a mayor?
Well, Don was already up for reelection.
Correct.
So if, I reckon if council doesn't want to move forward with what Pete has put forward, then we need to make notice or whatever, get that taken care of at the next council meeting. But it's entirely up to you folks, how you wish to proceed.
But there is advertisement on our webpage, and I think you sent the newsletter out about that too, didn't you?
It was in the newsletter. In
So
July.
that all these, there's separate council seats and the mayor position are up for election in November.
If that's what you're talking about.
Right.
It's also, yeah, it's on our website. And the news.
For the information.
We could also do some public postings.
Okay, then, with that being said, what happens to the vacancy at this point? I have somebody in mind that said that, well, he said his words were maybe I should run again for council, so it's somebody that had not on council, but can we appoint somebody to finish the rest of this term out?
Because right now we don't have a tie-breaking vote.
We don't. So
We're split 3-3.
we don't have a council seat up, we only have the mayor seat up.
Yeah, but then you're not gonna wear two hats, are you?
No, but I'm in term, so I plan on finishing my term is on the council though, so I don't know how you do that, but.
When it came down to it, tie vote, either re-vote, or
Yeah,
doesn't happen very often.
I don't remember it happening for years, so
Well, I don't know.
actually,
I mean, saying it won't happen, that's kind of, it might happen.
that could happen.
You know, we need to be prepared if and when it does happen. And so that's, I think, what Ray's trying to say is if something like this were to happen, we don't have the tie-breaking vote.
But you're in the position of acting mayor now, not
Right,
council president.
right.
So that, to me, does leave a vacancy.
Well, I guess technically we could do that because that term would end in January anyway, unless they ran.
Is it
anymore.
you, me, and Matt who's up for election?
It was me, you and Dawn and Tony.
And Tony, okay, I can never keep track.
Is when
I'm in
So
term,
it's three.
Shelley's
got
term.
there.
So under the charter, in section 33, where it says filling vacancies, a vacancy in the office of mayor or councillor will be filled by appointment by a majority of the remaining council. The appointee's term of office shall run from appointment until expiration of the term of office of the last person elected to that office. If a disability prevents a council member from attending council meetings or a member is absent from the city, a majority of the council may appoint a councillor pro temp.
Well, that's how I was, I mean,
That's what we were
when
thinking.
there was a vacancy and Shelley and I were put in, fill out the application for it. And that's how I was originally appointed.
But what you're gonna do is fill the mayor position and jump back to
It's the council.
councillor.
In November or January, whenever we make the.
Correct. So then we probably don't,
Counselor.
if we appoint somebody, then that person has to fill the rest of his term technically.
No, I think we could appoint it for the remainder of the open.
The year,
seat, which would
the year.
be, yeah, so we could do it from now until January as a counselor.
I think you can.
Yeah.
But if council wants to take the time until the next council meeting to deal with this, then we can certainly look into this and even talk with our city attorney to verify. Sure. Up to you.
I think that's wise. We should not rush into it and make sure T's are crossed and I's are dotted. So
Is that the consensus of council?
You're gonna consult with the attorney.
We will.
Okay.
But Pete, by charter, is until such time.
Absolutely fine. We got our bases covered.
Right.
And we won't have a time vote between now and August. We're good.
I hope not.
Yeah, we shouldn't. Okay.
So that makes sense.
Just one last thing, I wish student counselor Vasquez was a little bit more forthcoming on what is actually happening at this high school. I mean, previous ones have done a lot more, maybe she's shy or doesn't want to, but they were more forthcoming with the information, what is going on up there. I mean, that was one reason we brought them on. Somebody's disappointed to talk to her a little bit, that we'd like to hear more from her, what is going on out there.
Well, that's a conversation that we can definitely have with her before she comes back.
We can do there are student council bylaws as well that were created when that program was created. And we can hold her to those bylaws.
Okay, that's all I have.
For mayor's report, I just, I think we've said it all, how much we missed on. Yeah, pretty emotional time, but I thought that his memorial service was just outstanding, and it really reflected on what a great man he was. And I also thought the community had a good day yesterday for 4th of July parade, and given that we haven't had those things for a while, it came out pretty well. Thank everybody that was involved with that, and I have nothing else. Oh, I did want to say one more thing. Another thing, that there was a request that if anyone personally wanted to make a donation in Don's name to the Volunteer Fire Association, they could do that. So that's, I know that they were his best friends, so if anybody can find their way to do that, that would be great. Unless there's anything else, we're adjourned.